Okay, let's try this out. We're going to play Pillars of Eternity 1. I know 2 is just out, but I bought this game when it came out and I never played it. I think I got maybe 20 minutes into it and started probably got sucked into some other game. So now that I have a little bit of time, I want to dive back in and check it out. We're going to start a new game. I'm going to keep it on easy for now. Just because I'm bad at video games. So, we're going to check it out. And, enjoy this little opening animatic. I like the dust falling through the air. So I've done just a minor bit of research to check this out. I think I have an idea of what class I want to play.
Blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Suspicious. Couple of suspicious things. Usually don't trust lords who are going to just give me land and money. And also that fallen tree makes me a little nervous. Okay, so we're going to do boy. We're going to be a boy. I think we're going to do dwarf. I just really like playing dwarfs in almost everything. So that's what we're going to do, which is nice. We get a little bit of might for damage. I'm going to make him a barbarian. I heard, and I'm not sure if it's true, that there's no like in-game barbarian that you can get as like a written character. So just want to try ours. Dexterity -1 is not great. Con +1 is fine. So okay, next, Boreal Dwarf. Accuracy of the Wilder or Primordial types. I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of like have some RP ideas of what I want this guy to be, like an old, grizzled veteran who's looking to move on. So I'm gonna do Boreal Dwarf. I really have no idea if this is good or not. Like I said, we're gonna make him a barbarian. And let's see what these do. You can frighten enemies, or you can rage once per encounter. It's only 10 seconds. AoE frightened. What does frightened do? Resolve and dexterity are reduced by 2 and accuracy is reduced by 10. It's not bad. Let's try it. Okay, so I think we want to do a lot of damage, so we'll just pump this up to 18 right away. Con, also probably pretty good. Maybe like 14. Dex, I think. In combat it affects the character's action speed with all attacks and abilities to go to the reflex defense. So we don't want to be... At least that way we're +0, +0. Perception, I don't think we need. Contributes to accuracy and the reflex defense, but grants a bonus to interrupt. And resolve intellect, I don't think we're going to do. Resolve. Will and deflection. So, I don't know. We'll pump this up like this. Okay. Good. Next. Okay, so we gotta choose some backgrounds for what we might want. Resolve +1, Constitution +1, Might +1. The white that wins, Perception +1. Let's go the Living Lands. The Living Lands is the mountain region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plant and animal life. Its weather is unpredictable and its ecosystems vary dramatically from valley to valley. The Living Lands are home to an assortment of races and a variety of colonial and independent settlements. Alright, sure. Background. I don't think we need mechanics. Survival +2. Lore. We're not going to be using scrolls. So what does survival do? Oh, when you rest, you get cool bonuses. You can choose from a variety of... So survival's not bad. I mean, imagine we're going to have to rest a lot. Stealth +1. Lore. I wish there was like survival. Okay, sure. We're a colonist. This guy's got kind of weird hair. We're gonna choose a different dwarf. This guy's a little close. We're gonna make our hair gray because I always play old dwarves. And usually I play them bald because I'm bald. It's interesting. The beards are all sort of tentacly. Fine. That looks about right.
Yeah.
Stoic, I like that because I don't want to usually make my people too loud. So we're going to do Fallujah. Alright, well, let's see. You got 19 might. That's pretty good. Con 12, 15, Dex 12, 12, 10, 10. I think we'll be okay. Let's see what where the game takes us. Got a new quest, Journey to the Gilded Vale. Caravan Master Odema. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache sagging and jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
Oh, hut dwellers, eh?
Right, everybody stays
Colonial
put.
bastard.
In the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you
Touch
over.
of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. In which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Thank
I
you.
know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. Let's see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfle, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Okay, so he's asking Sparfle to go get some water, and I remember from my previous playthrough, we didn't get too much information out of this stuff. So he tells you the berries around here. The what are the
Nothing
ruins?
you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
Glonfoth and
Of
arrows.
course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
We're gonna minimize tutorial messages for the moment. Just telling us that our race, skills, class, culture. We'll open up different dialogue options. Pretty standard stuff. Who did
Got
build the
different
ruins?
names for 'em. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Right. I'm sure it's dangerous. What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Hmm.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Oh, you gotta pay the troll toll before you get this man soul. Alright, I'll go see
Hold
about
on.
these
Take
berries.
someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. If you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Okay. He scans over the other travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
Needs to find
Badass.
some spring berries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
Oh,
What kind of guide says something like that?
right?
Kind you can afford.
Fair enough.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Alright.
Off with you. Hayadin should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Beawick.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Alright, I remember now that I need to rebind some keys, but I'll do that off stream. These guys have anything interesting to say? Don't mind Odema. It's a pretty good place to camp as any. It's best not to wander alone.
Anyone need supplies? I've got... Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take... I'm a trader, originally from the Adir Empire, but I've been trying to establish new business out here. Life on the road has brought some unexpected challenges, to be sure. And I'm sure you've noticed how prickly the locals can be. But we're here to make the most of things, right?
Hey, you gotta be optimistic, right? With an outlook like that, I'm sure you'll do well. We'll see, I suppose. Just trying to do right by my family.
Something else you need? Looks like we're settled for
Okay, I remember the Adir Empire used to own this area, and a couple of places like this Vale recently broke free of that empire. Why'd you move all the way out here?
Because it seemed friendlier than Raed Saris? My brothers took over the family mercantile business a few years ago. There wasn't
Brothers.
enough for me to do back home. I moved out to try and expand.
Oh, brother. Darwood is a former Adir colony, so it seemed like a good place to start. And as much as I admire the Red Saren's work ethic, they've always struck me as a little fanatical. Kind of seems like you got the short end of the stick. I don't see it that way. Heodan begins restacking the crates in his wagon. My brothers and I are all trying to work together for the sake of the family enterprise. Oh, very noble. Alright, let's see what you got. I can't remember. I don't... can I go into my inventory? Stores allow you to sell or trade items. Yeah, that's fine. So let's just look at our inventory quick. We've got a great sword, which is fine, I think, for now. And what do we have? Just scale armor. So we could use helmets or boots or anything like that. Alright, talk to you
Something
again.
else you need?
Let's see what you got. Let's look in the armor. Nothing. It doesn't look like there's an updated greatsword. Battle axe is one-handed. Now if I could get a two-handed, I could go for a two-hander build. Like just get maybe 2 battle axes. Kind of like, well, let's just, I guess we'll just stay with the, I don't think we need this regen potion. I don't think we need the armor. I don't know if there's any rules about that. Barbarians wearing armor. So let's go out and explore. You can hit M to hit the to find the map. Ooh, there's a world map too. But where are we? I think we're up here in Silant Lys. Yeah. Okay. Sparful.
Water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay, fine. Sparful, be like that.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Got some wort.
What you need? We shouldn't stray too far.
Okay, so that must have, whatever we picked up probably went into, yeah, went into our group inventory. Great. The path winds through a narrow canyon, back the way you came. Groves of in the road mark something or other. All right. Gotta find out the, ooh, fight time. Okay, so you, might as well knock down this wolf. And you can just go in and attack. Alright, she took care of it. It could be that easy is too easy.
Right.
This is it.
Springberry! Let's get rid of this little tip here. Odema said you were some kind of colonist before coming here. If that's the case, you'll fit right in. Whole country's a bunch of colonists. You like frontier life, or what? There was a fortune to be made where I was. It wasn't by choice. I was fleeing persecution. I was there to pacify the land. The people who are native to it. Oof, I don't think so. I'm going to say that I was fleeing persecution. Yeah? How is it you happened to come here? The people I was running from finally caught up. I got out, but not everyone was so lucky. The place I ended up was just as bad as the place I left. Another dead end. Need something new farther away. I wanted something new farther away. Well, we've all got things we'd like to leave behind. Gods know I do, I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. Kalisha breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Rajik's offer makes a girl think, I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of that lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. You won't find many offers like it in these parts, believe me. Got some big plans in store? I'm gonna settle here and start a new life. I'm gonna lay low for a while. Get filthy rich. I'm gonna start a new life. Rajik pays well enough, we may end up neighbors. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Direwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother named Ruatai, another in Adir. My sister in the Gilded Vale. She's the real homebody. Can you tell me about Direwood? Not much for history, from what I know. Used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. And the locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath at Sparfle's getting any water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get your water. Suppose we can check this pile of loot here. Take some wolf hide. Why not? More plants. Man, the fog of war at night is no joke. To do something to increase my visibility range, I guess. Alright, so here's the stream. Travelers, matey. Or looters. Or bandits. Bad sign anyway you figure it. Yeah, that is a bad sign. He's got some leather armor. Got some lockpicks. A couple of no good nicks. The corpse is cold to the touch. A ripe smell. He was definitely murdered. So I guess we'll check across the stream. Maybe what across this bridge.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting.
Oh, we got the water. Ominous noises.
Ambush.
Oh, that's right. Sparfle died. I think I skipped over that little cutscene. Sorry about that. So what are we gonna do? I think both of us are going to attack this guy. We're gonna take him down first because I think he's the ranged guy. Oh, so I want to focus fire. You attack this person. Ooh, we got crit. Okay, so both of you attack this guy. No. I am not doing well. I am about to get murdered. This is real bad. Okay, well, that was bad.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
It's possible, highly possible, in fact, that, oh, my stamina goes all the way back up. Oh, great. Okay, cool. So in this game, as I understand it, a little bottle of alcohol we can pick up here. As I understand it in this game, essentially when you take damage, your health goes down, but also in their portrait, your stamina goes down.
Right.
And you get hit for both. Campfire here. Footprints around the campfire are indistinct. May have been here for days or longer. And we're just investigating. Take some mushrooms. Alright. And I guess we'll head back to camp if there's nothing else to grab here. Oh, there is. Another bottle. Beer. Alright, what's going on at camp? Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, ooh, red circles, not good. Okay, so, I mean, none of us have any ranged attacks, so we just gotta go. I'll let him swing and then go here. No. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Those flank attacks are clutch. Now, alright, what does this guy have? So I do need to figure out a better way to have all party members targeted.
Right.
And everyone's dead. Who are you guys? The Glenfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. All right. One of them, a towering and severe and thick-bearded with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Interesting. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Well, we've not trespassed. We really wish to wish to pass through. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Hayden, don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Alright, so we have a might option here, athletics option. Rush the man before he can attack. Yeah, I'm gonna rush him. Your surprising speed catches the man off guard. He hurls Heoden out of the way in hopes of buying himself time to defend your charge. Alright, so why don't you rush in? Actually, so let's take down this guy first, because I think he's going to be the ranged guy.
Yeah.
And you will pop a little fear on you, yeah. We're all going to go on the hunter. That takes a long time to go off. Get some nice flank damage there. Boom. All taken care of. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't suited to penetrating the enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take note, heed the damage that's being blocked, and switch to a different weapon or spell type that does a different damage. Alright, makes sense. Glenfathan leader, your enemy lies upon the ground, unable to rise, his companions, now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good, the gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep within your skin, and where it pierces you, you feel as though it's rending you apart from within. Ouch, ouchie. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel, old Dema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Guy was just sliding along. Those must be the ruins. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of the weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigue assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They're close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you'd have a good chance at hitting your mark. Alright. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden climbs the base of the rocks, and as he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out under the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's now a deep resonance to the swelling wind. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. With each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Well, I guess we'll be stuck. Hey, Reese. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. How you doing?
That?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Bewick.
Then we're lucky
Spooky.
to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm actually going to stop here for a second. Dude, the game is good. So far, I really like it. Of course, I'm like 15 minutes into it, so I can't really judge. But I started playing D&D again recently, and I really I like seeing these systems put into games like this. Also, I just want to, steal some ideas. All right, so looks like we're screwed.
Yeah.
Have you played it before?
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Ah, nice. Yeah, I have been watching some people play the sequel, and it looks pretty rad. We have to look for another way out. The storm has to die sometime. What happened out there? Windstorm. Of the kind they only get in Erik Galfanath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfathan word is Biowac. To them, it's the God's way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Let's see. Who attacked us? Glanfathans. Those be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be the fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go to ruin, looking for fights with the colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. They said we trespassed. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either way, they saw something and got the wrong idea, or... She glances down the passage beyond. Or, there's looters in here with us, and that's not something we need. What about everyone else in our caravan? I'm sure they're goners. You don't seem too upset. Kalisha looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know enough about me to see what upset looks like. Maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done, because there's other people who you care about who still need you. Tough lady. Now, interesting, the last time I played this,
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
last time I played this, I'm pretty sure we had to kill someone. Like, we had to choose. Was somebody going to live or somebody going to die? I've discovered camping supplies. There's nothing else here. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. You definitely want to at least look at it. I'm not going to stealth. I do the same thing. And I usually watch other people play video games that I personally would be bad at. I'm not super twitchy or anything, so.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
I narrowly escaped the strange and deadly wind that tore through the valley, but now I'm trapped in the ancient ruins that the caravan master told us to stay clear of. Of course. The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies, carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily or to search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors. Alright, fine, we'll scout.
Look,
Those are all trapped, no big surprise. Oh. Thanks, we'll see.
Just like the tiles.
We'll light these up. That's cool. Maybe we can light all of them and get a little shortcut? I don't know. Are we supposed to do this in a certain order? Probably. I was hoping for a little Zelda puzzle unlocked noise there. Didn't happen. Don't shush me, game. Can't seem to light these ones on fire, but what's back here? Ooh, a body. And a monster. Scouting mode is used for both stealth and finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with a yellow... Okay, to see if we get detected. A character's ability to find hidden objects is based on his or her mechanic skill. Okay, so we'll probably need to find some party member to... Oh, no. Definitely did not want to fight this thing. That's a bummer. What can you do? I guess we'll try and blind him. You can try and knock him over. Does that even work? And you just attack, I guess.
how can I help?
Oh, they're all still stealth. Immune. Huh.
Right.
Even though it was immune, it seemed to take a lot of damage. I'm not sure what we hit it with. Let's see if we can... How do we... Let's just make this a little bigger. Huh. I guess slashing damage. Let's see. Lesser black ooze. Oh, here we go. Alright, lesser black ooze. Damage reduction, freeze 4. Well, we didn't get too much information about it. Oh well. We're all the way up here. Do you play CRPGs a lot?
Where'd that slime come from?
A vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes of bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. Sure. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of his hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. We got no gems. Let's see if this trap has gone away at all. Oh, dude, Divinity Original Sin 2 is the best. This mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows the procession of Engwithians. Can't read fast enough. Engwithians from all the Kith races. Almoa, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among the pillars, similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. So it looks like we could get through there if we wanted, but let's explore a little bit more. I think there's chambers down here. Oh, there's that gem. Okay, back all the way up here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we can just make it big and minimize it. Great. Yeah, I had an amazing amount of fun playing Divinity Original Sin. Super fun with the multiplayer. Did like a lone wolf run with a friend of mine. Oh, dude. That's funny. Windows. Remind me later about my update windows. My day job is freelancing, so on days when I don't have work like this, I can sit and stream. But yeah, usually it's rough. I used to try and play games at night, but by the time they're asleep, it's like I'm so wiped out. It's just about balance and trying to optimize my time, I guess. All right, the chamber begins to rumble. Steady rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the walls give way. We put the other gem in his eye.
They'll never know I'm here.
They'll never. Oh, but we do have another lesser black ooze. Can't really do anything about it. Blind you again. Try and knock you over. And you can just go and attack.
Worth a look.
So like you, I think you need to be behind. Because you get extra damage flanking. Is he a rogue? I don't even know. Looks like he's got to be a rogue. Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll get easier the older they get, but it's not always easy. I wish there was like a grab all. I'm just gonna put her stuff in the communal chest because I don't think they need it. Like, we grab this halberd. What is it? 18 to 25. Oh, I see. What about you? 18 to 25 versus... Oh, I used my weapon. That's funny. I was fighting without a weapon. Can I use this? No. Why not? Hello? Can I use this mace? That's one-handed? Great. I have a bow. I guess I can use the torch like what's her name? Alright, let's all go. Let's all actually go. Let's go. How old's your baby? Should have been stealthing. A trembling, sickly figure emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zarip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. So it's like a kobold. It's okay, I won't hurt you. The Zarip recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head at you and approaches. A soft clicking sound emanating. Okay, same thing. I'm XP hungry. I'll tear you to pieces, lizard. How dare you smell me? Alright, same thing, I guess. These are per encounter abilities, so why not use them?
How can I help?
Is he getting flanking damage? They just die so fast. Oh, nice. 8 months is good. Give him some milk. Oh, and then you go to sleep? I used to try and nap when they were... Oh, a spear. It's one-handed. And some jewels. I love jewels. So, let's see. Where'd that spear go? So maybe I'll make the spear. We'll save the torch. So what damage does the torch do? 9 to 14, 14 to 20, 14 to 20. Okay.
Right.
Kind of funny to fight with
Wait.
this.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Be quiet.
Oh, scary. Okay, so my stealth sucks, but I'm not sure that what could do with it. So what happened? Does the baby just lay there with you when you're napping, or what? I remember when I would put my son down, I'd just fall asleep right there with him. Alright, everybody just attack. Yeah, you. No, you go here. You knock this bad Billy down. Whoa. That was bad to be caught in. Stunned for so long. And running away? Why? Good. Alright, our endurance is a little low, but we all are in decent shape. I've got some debuff. Strange illness. Oh, should I have put the water with those berries? So what happens if I craft food? Potions? I got nothing. Well, I hope I didn't mess that up too badly. Looks like there's a door here. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Yeah, it takes a while. My son just turned 7, and we play some games together, but it can be challenging sometimes because he'll just want to run off and jump or do whatever, and trying to actually play a game it can be challenging, but it's great. I took my son to PAX East this year, and it was like the best experience ever. Okay, let's push on the wall. Push on it myself. Great. I'm super strong. I'm a super strong barbarian.
Yeah. They'll never know I'm here. I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Of course, being growing up a gamer, I'm always believe that gaming can be more valuable than just watching TV. So, but I butt heads with my wife on that. All right, let's go. You go here.
How can I help?
No. Idiot. Well, he's dead. Great. I can't believe I'm going to say this because I'm actually pretty bad at video games, but considering bumping the difficulty on here. Okay, I'm hitting tab. I'm not seeing any hidden items. If we sneak, they might just show up on their own.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
It's a lot of really good writing in this game. I can't believe it must have taken them so much time. Okay, it's fine. Let's take out this little spider.
Let's go.
Not a problem. Kind of takes like a little second here to kick out of combat. No loot from this spider, if you can believe it. Yeah, I suppose that's a concern. Maybe it's a concern. Jibbed. Jibbed. Alright, well, what's over here? Bats as large as chickens are strung through this web. Ooh. So I think this... Is there like a boss fight here? I'm just gonna save. And I'm gonna... Oh, web sack rapier. Don't need it. Bloodstone. Wait, what was the bloodstone? Can we click on it here? This is probably just some silly thing that don't really need to worry about. Bloodstone. Traditionally a dark stone, often of a deep green, but the presence of pockets of iron and red jasper resembling blood splatter give the stone its name as well as its value. Huh, interesting. Blood splatter. Gross. What a world. Cutscene time. Older robed man, 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine and stands out among the figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden behind a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with true protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. You make one character when the game starts, and I think the way it works is that there are a couple of like scripted characters that you can add to your party along the way, or you can hire adventurers, and those I think you get a build just from just from scratch, so you can customize them. I'm hoping that the sort of scripted characters will fill up the party as I want to structure it, and hopefully you can customize them a little bit too. I'm not sure.
Has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Seems a little culty to me. A little death culty. Sacrifice just doesn't seem great. Just gonna turn this machine on and peace out. Oh, no good. Yeah, I'm assuming once we get to a town, we can recruit more people or something like that. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and the pain wells in the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours. They seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. And we don't find out what that question is. Uh-oh, our dudes are dead. You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is now nowhere to be seen. Heoden and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Oh, the question. What do you think it was? Your character has earned enough experience to gain a level. Ooh. Well, let's loot these guys first, I guess.
Can't move now.
Oh, I can't move because I'm encumbered. There must be like an alts. No. Well, I'll keep a torch. What armor am I wearing? Damage reduction 7 for scale marker. Scale armor. Okay, I probably don't have anything that can replace this. 11 to 17. I don't really need it. For some reason we can't use this. Oh. We can. Great. I'm just an idiot. Crossbow. I don't think we're bowing for now. Tattered journal. This small folio is torn in several places. It has blood soaked. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I got my hands on a genuine Ingwithian artifact. Oh, right. This is the stone and the eye. Hammer and chisel. We'll keep. Shield. I don't think we need. Battle axe. 14 to 20. Hey man, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Good luck with the baby. Alright, we're always gonna carry our trusty beer with us. I don't think we'll need lockpicks. Great. We're fatigued now, so let's level up and then rest, I think. I think we'll do athletics. I'm just gonna get this. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, great. We'll do that. Let's see what we have here. Class accurate carnage. The barbarian learns to line up his or her most savage blows, improving the accuracy of secondary attacks from carnage. Modifies carnage. But what is carnage? I don't think we. Is carnage something we just have? Barbaric blow. The barbarian deals a massive blow, causing additional crits and extra damage on crits. Carnage is not affected. Carnage must be... Jeez, alright. There are a lot of options here. Accuracy is good, but I kind of like having a big ol' badass hit. After leveling up a character, you may want to review their statistics. Open up their character sheet to see their abilities. Yeah, so what is carnage? Carnage. The barbarian's attacks become so forceful as to impact others around the enemy. For every successful melee attack, the barbarian makes reduced damage attacks to all other enemies within a short distance of that turn. Okay, it's a passive. Oh, passive AoE. Okay, that's great. hallucination about some torture, no problem. Happens all the time. St. Grian's Horn. I did want to rest, right? Oh, let's see. Get some good old vessel flesh. The massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper, and covered in strange glyphs. Got some more stuff to loot here. Pilgrim's Crown. Vessel flesh. Alright, well, I guess we have to go to the Valewood. Take you 6 hours to get there. Let's go. And see if we want to rest. I'm going to take a little break right now. So I'm going to save. I'm going to call this Strew. I hit the wrong button there. Let's see if I'll call it Stream 001. Save. Alright, well, I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.